Good evening, my friends. Today, I'm trying something new because some people said that it's nice to see a person's face and not just hear the voice. The voice of one crying in the wilderness, right? Prepare the way of the Lord. That's the point of this channel. And just like John the Baptist said, I'll become less so that he can become more. I just started off just reading the scriptures off the screen because this channel is not about me. It's about Jesus. And but I will try this out. Let me know what you think if you like it or not. But anyway, so 1 Samuel chapter 4 verses 21 and 22, and I just wanted to share a testimony about um, about this passage, but a background. I'll just read 21 and 22. And she named the child Ichabod, saying, "The glory is departed from Israel, because the ark of God was taken, and because of her father and her husband." And she said, "The glory is departed from Israel, for the ark of God is taken." And this story, so what happens is God stirs up, the Philistines, and they come against Israel. And he's bringing judgment on the house of Eli. And because his two sons were wicked and doing crazy stuff, but he rebukes them barely, but he's fat, so he's also eating like the food. You know what I mean? So there's this thing that you need to see about Eli, that even though he rebukes his sons and tells them, he doesn't really stop them because he doesn't really want them to stop, because he's overweight, because he's eating the food as well. But anyway, so this judgment that's executed on the house of Eli is important because I feel like God says, "Listen, no longer will I honor those who don't honor me." Right? He says, "I'm raising up people who will honor me. Whoever honors me, I'm going to honor them." And after Eli dies, then Samuel becomes the next judge over Israel. And then after Samuel, it's Saul, but it's leading to David. So, but I want to not go too far, but this word Ichabod, I was so after COVID happened, um, I was at a big church, about 4,000, 5,000 people in this church, and I was doing youth ministry, and then I started getting into men's ministry. But then when COVID happened, they shut the church down, and I was like, I wasn't on board, right? I'm like, look, you can't shut the church down. Like, I don't care how many people are here. This is just the Church of Jesus, just as a 24/7 operation that nothing happening in the world can close. And I was telling him, like, like, we preach that Jesus heals. Why are we shutting church down because of a virus? Like, don't we know what we profess? So, and they were still doing prayer meetings on Thursday, and they were doing stuff online, and I didn't really I stopped going. I didn't do the online stuff. I didn't feel comfortable with that, and I found a church that actually, where I'm at now, First Love, but that stayed open the entire time and never closed. So that's besides the point. I went to a prayer meeting though at this bigger church because I talked to one of the pastors, and I was like, "Look, I can't do the prayer meeting online. I need to be there in person." So he told me I could come and sit in the balcony, right? And or he could tell me I could sit at the back of the sanctuary. So I went and I tried to open the door to the sanctuary, but it was locked. And I was starting to feel already uneasy, like, just because it was like I came to church for a prayer meeting, and I was locked out. And interesting how these prayer meetings, things keep happening to me. But anyway, so I went to this prayer meeting, and I ended up in the balcony. And as I was in the balcony and I was looking out, and the entire church was just empty, and they were recording the um, the prayer meeting for like online video, or even probably doing a live feed. But as I looked out, I see the cameras, I see the pastor and the worship, and I just see the church is completely empty, and it just was so wrong, and I was praying, and as I was praying, I heard this word in my mind 3 times: Ichabod, Ichabod, Ichabod. And as I and then I remembered, you know, the glory has departed, because that's what his name meant. The glory has departed. And the Lord showed me, even then, that was back in April or so of 2019, like right after COVID, maybe even May. But it was really quickly after COVID. And so the Lord gave me that word, Ichabod, and was like, look, the glory has departed from this place because the people are gone, right? Like, you can't, we are God's glory, and if you remove the people from the place, then the place is nothing. You know what I'm saying? Because the people are the place, right? So, so I just wanted to share that, that this is what's going on, right? But it's good, because just like at this time, when God used the Philistines in these circumstances to bring judgment on the house of Eli, he removed the men that were in those positions who did not honor him, and he raised up men who would honor him. And we're seeing that happen right now. People who will not shrink back, people who will not compromise, people who really know the Lord and really love the Lord are being raised up, and God is going to honor them because they honored him. But the house of Eli is judged, and the glory has departed, which it left a long time ago. But God bless you guys. Bye.